We're gonna have a mighty good time. Nice in my head.
For anybody that knows that song or that artist, please let us know.
I'm gonna find it before
Okay, before this drops.
before somebody tell us. But in the meantime, between time, you ready?
Ready.
All right. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever this episode finds you. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies, TV shows, and side quests. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
If you are new to the channel or new to what this is, the side quest is where we watch a TV show that's currently on TV and we give a recap, give our review of it. So of course there will be spoilers. You can also watch our Blank Man episode. It will be releasing tomorrow. Of course, you can watch our Paradise episode 4 recap as well. And last week we did do the controversial box office topping Scream 7
$1 billion franchise.
But today Stu's in another franchise and we are talking about Cross episode 6. Jazz, I don't know anymore. I don't know if LaDonna has dementia or she's playing my boy. What you thinking?
I'm more on the side of she is playing him. She is tugging at his heartstrings. I don't know what her motive is or goal, but I'm just so afraid for Tujan because it definitely seems like he wants that mother connection along with trying to find her killer or trying to find a person that possibly did the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not giving him any kind of details. And she's just like, yes, I don't know who that is, but you got any pictures for me? Let me see what you look like when you was a kid when I didn't want to come scoop you up, but I took that 5K.
Bruh. And then she grabbed his hand. I was just like, man, that's tough. My heart kind of dropped a little bit. Watching, I was like, ooh, he don't need that right now. No touching. No touching.
Where his bae at?
That's a good question. But he at work. She can't be there.
I guess that's true.
I think if they gave us an additional 2 episodes, there would be able to fill more of that space so we could get more of what's going on with their Tujan situation. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm getting bad vibes from her because she was like, yeah, I don't know nothing about that because I if I know, I'd tell you.
We don't know that, Mom.
Then she it was something. I want to get to know you better. If you bring more to me, I can get to know you better. I'm like, that's bad vibes for me too.
Yeah. I'm just like, so you locked up for possible murder. So I guess let's try to focus on trying to get you free if you didn't do the shooting. But I don't know. I'm very concerned as to where that's going to lead. But luckily him and Cross not at odds right now.
Who is this?
Tujan. Him and Cross aren't at odds right now. So
yeah, I was glad to see them, sitting down, talking over their case again at the shop, as they typically do. Because of course, within this episode, this is Cross' return after the car wreck, after Donnie tried to kill him. So that played an interesting point of view, and of course, Kayla called him out. Would you do this, Jazz? Like try to bitch him? Well, it ain't bitch him. It was just tell me I'm right.
So no, I wouldn't have baited him to that. I don't know. I guess it depends on what my petty level would be. I don't think I would though. I would try to be the bigger person in that situation. I said try. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
But what did you think of the next scenario? Cross gets fired. How did you feel about that?
Man, you mean the attempt of them trying to fire Cross? I I love the fact that his people had his back
Uh-huh.
because his chief was just like, yeah, he doesn't work for you. This is a joint investigation. So yeah, you could probably stab your people in the back. Like we saw him try to do with Kayla and she bitched him. That's that's who Kayla bitched. She definitely bitched him, her captain. But like his chief was behind him, and then the what's the white woman's role? Because she's
I'm assuming she like the captain of the entire
yeah,
police precinct. So I'm
but she's
pretty
trying to
sure
be a attorney general though.
that's what happened in the previous season. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they was just like, yeah, Cross ain't going nowhere, and he's the reason why we got all this evidence.
Hmm.
So what you not about to do is think you run anything.
um and yeah, this is where it kind of splits hairs at that point in what, how everybody goes about what they're doing next. But we follow Kayla. Kayla is on the search for Felicia, which she does find her. I guess she's like it looked like a bathhouse or something. She ended up kicking it like she ain't just been lived the life that she been living.
I think she's kind of in like witness protection, but not really, because her
Mhm.
family is in North Carolina. So she's not even with her family at the moment. She was at a spa.
Mhm.
So she's just like, look, I go to work, I come home. She was talking big shit to Kayla. Like, how you feel about that? Like Kayla kind of well, how Chris would say, showing her villain arc.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. So it'll be interesting in seeing which way they go with her moving forward. I felt she did what was necessary to get her point across, but this season is building that villain because it's to the point of where she doesn't need to be the pet in that situation because oftentimes it does look like she's doing like she waiting for that acknowledgement of what she's doing and how she's doing something. So she got her boss off her back when he tried to throw her under the bus. She took over this investigation that was thrown in her lap, and then she stood up for Cross in a room full of their peers and associates um, to the boss. So now she is having to torture someone for information that she needs to clear her name, which I don't know how much difference that would make because I would think they would make copies of it, but I don't know.
Do you think that um she was actually going to inject her with that serum?
I
I
did.
think I think she was fucking with her. I think that was water.
Nah, 'cause she said she felt it. She
That
started getting
girl was scared.
scared.
But see, that's how you
Fear.
play
Yeah.
on people's fear. You be like, I know you feel that shit. You sitting there like, well, shit, do I feel it? Maybe I do. I'm scared already. It's just like when you think the edible about to hit and it don't hit yet. But when it hit,
Ah,
then you
yeah.
know it hit.
But would you? Let me ask you: would you play that game
Yes. But I get what?
as the victim?
If I was Felicia,
If you was Felicia, would you test the boundaries that she would go?
so I would think if I woke up in that chair, I'm not leaving that storage unit. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm already about to be out of here anyway. Unless I know I got information that they need. Now, if she were to bring my kid and husband in there, then no, I wouldn't play that game. I would be like, okay, the bunker is over here in this P.O. box. But if it's just me, nah,
So we
I'm gonna talk shit. Is you gonna
it,
talk shit or you gonna be like, Kayla, I know where it's at, Kayla?
that's a good question. I don't know. I do not know because it's almost like I'm of the same mind as you, but I'm also thinking like this is a police investigation, so she can't just be out just killing people. We know they do, But I don't think she could just be out just killing people. Where she isn't having to do more cover-ups, and that's the whole thing. They're trying to keep stuff clean. So maybe not.
And plus, she kind of indirectly called Kayla a bitch.
She
She called
definitely
her a pick
did.
me.
She called her a pick me. Yeah, no, she called her that.
That felt so weird hearing her say that.
Yeah,
It
that's
it
just a
kind of
black.
made me kind of
You think it's a
yeah
black people thing?
yeah. I'm like it made
But
me
people,
cringe
they,
a
but
little
they, but
bit.
they, but they say it too. They know what it is. They say picnic. Then I might be on your side.
Well, we know what a picnic is. We know what they was doing at the picnics.
But this also allowed us to see some of Bobby Trey's backstory. How did you feel about your boo thing? And you're about to break out into tears.
Right. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? What is happening? Why are you so emotional right now? And then when he told us that he was a sergeant and how they just used him as a weapon, I said, damn, I wish I could just hold you. Be a supportive queen in his short life, his tiptoe life. But I mean, I appreciated that because it
Mm-hmm.
showed why he was so upset with Kayla when he thought she was on that video where
Mm-hmm.
he was just rolling up in her crib. So it's like it's peeling back the layers of him. So he's just not like this regular henchman that was a crime individual for years. Like he used to be a soldier. So
A soldier turned gun against a nation that, pretty much made him into who he was. He was a product of his environment, essentially, just not in the hood. It was just in America. They're gonna make you that one way or another.
right. And
Um,
then put that stamp made in America.
but that
I
was it.
guess
Which
and
was
I was gonna say I guess it depends on what your complexion is because they might try to ship you off somewhere. It's just like, hold on, man. That's where I'm from. Why you trying to get me out of here? I don't fought for y'all.
yeah,
But
but yeah, they kind of fucked me up watching Bobby portray because I was like, man, you could you could feel the emotion from that scene, and like his accent be killing me. Like
yeah.
I wish he could just talk regular. Like, but
Like
I'd be
Bobby,
like,
just turn it off.
yeah,
It's,
you got to do, but
do you think
even
Kayla? I'm sorry, to cut you off. Do you think Kayla's performance in that was believable? Because it was just
a white woman showing her power, yeah, I think that was definitely believable.
well, no, I mean like when Bobby Trey came
What
out there, I
that's not
just
this is when she was talking to him, right?
yeah,
Yeah, a white person trying to flex their power. Yes, I definitely believe that was real because she was like, "Hey, you ain't no better than me. Murder for hire, working for da da da." He was like, "Wait, you got me fucked up. You don't know me." And that's when you flipped it on. And I was like, "Yeah, that's that white bitch. That's the bitch Jazz was looking for right there. That's the bitch Jazz looking like shoot her in the head, Bobby. They got you fucked up out here." I fell for Bobby. I was like, "Nah, go on, fuck both, shoot both of them." He came
that's what he
around
was
there.
about to do.
He came around there corner stomping, marching. I will kill both you bitches. You and some monsters. I was like, damn, nigga sound like I feel to hit that train. I was like, damn, man, calm down. Calm down, Bobby. But I felt him though. I felt him.
He was
Um,
in the car like watching Kayla choke her out. Say, break her neck, break her neck.
kill that bitch, kill that bitch. um, so of course, previous episode, Donnie got shot by Bobby Trey. Um, he out here. I don't know if she was mad because he didn't complete the mission, or it felt as if he was doing a side mission. Do you think it was more like he didn't complete it, or what?
I think it's just him getting shot in the shoulder. He could have lost his life, and that kind of would
Mm-hmm.
have fucked up their mission. So, but it's just like, why y'all ain't got no vest?
That didn't
Like,
matter. That don't matter for the shoulder.
it don't. If it got the strap,
That little bitty ass strap ain't fit to save that whole shoulder.
you don't know what it's gonna do. It by stop
Yeah,
it.
Jazz, that ain't gonna do
They just
shit.
had a cop who had his camera on, his body camera on him, and he got shot at, and the bullet, the body
Hit
camera
the body
stopped.
camera.
Yeah, and it
Nah,
saved
that's
his
dumb.
life. So that could have been Ronnie. Ronnie could have been like, "Ha, shoulder," and he
He
wouldn't have had a hole in there. Luce over here throwing shit at him. He couldn't even catch it. I was like, "All right, Luce, that was kind of fucked up that you did that." She was like, "You can't even lift your arm up, like just throwing shit at him."
I mean, the way they went hard at her about the dude, yeah, I definitely think it was time. She gave it back this time. Like, nah, y'all got me fucked up. You can't even help me in this next mission. Which we see within that next mission, he was very important to the mission.
Yes.
Uh,
That was dangerous. Like she was boots on the ground.
that was a man. We'll talk about that sequence because that was a crazy. That was a
That made the episode fire, if I'm be honest. Like that wedding scene made the episode fire because it just seems like you're giving us so many storylines to where I'm like, all right, y'all give me like five. I don't care about all these niggas.
you think it's that many storylines? You
You
think
had
they
two John, you had Kayla, you had Elle and Cross, you had Cross doing his mission, then you had the wedding.
But for me, I think all of the cross stuff is just the cross stuff. Like that's just all of that is just one. All of that is the mission. Now, Elle, of course, coming across where she's upset. She sees him after the car wreck. He got the bruises on him. She can't take it. She's sick of it, and she's doing what he tried to do in episode one. Jazz, why is it that she couldn't take the out when you gave it to her, and now she gonna choose it after now that you've been utilizing the space that she's been occupying. Now she's about to throw a wrench in the game.
I think it's because she saw how it affected the kids. It just took her late to realize that situation was not going to work. I feel like her heart was in a good place, and you don't think like broadly. You just like, look, I just want to be here for the kids. They trust me. Boom, boom. But hell, if you confusing their daddy, you damn sure confusing them. They think you about to move back in. So the timing was not great, but
It's
you got
time. Is it when you gotta do you gotta do?
your
Is
fit.
it
Yeah.
the time it may your feelings may never be heart, mind, body, soul in the same place, man. But yeah, that was tough. I was like, damn, not this on top of everything else this nigga dealing with.
So is it like, are we done with Elle at this point? Because I'm curious, like, how would this even circle back? And then because I was talking to my homeboy about it. It's just like, if she was going to leave anyway, why did we even go through this whole thing with the kids? She honestly could have just left at the end of season one and not show back up in season two. Like, I'm curious where they're going with her storyline. Like, are we done seeing Elle or
So she says she's still gonna help with the kids, but it's gonna be through third party. So she'll still do what she's been doing, but she just won't come over to the house no more. And whenever they exchange the kids, it'll be through two John. And I believe that's why Nana Mama called and cussed him out, said, yeah, I got your message, baby. And you been not messed up with Elle. I'm gonna kick your ass. So I
the
think they're
fact that
gonna
the fact we ain't seen her really all this season, and two John definitely got something to speak to her about.
that's what I'm saying. I think all this gonna get tied up pretty because when she find out LaDonna's back, or I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to go see LaDonna. And I think that's gonna open up a lot too. So I think that they kind of sidelined her because it wasn't that would have been another extra storyline they would have put in. So I think they'll take Elle out. So they gives you a wrap on that situation. And then this will bring Nana Mama in, and that helps with the two John. So we'll finally get that conclusion, or at least that conversation started because he been waiting, and I doubt they'll have that off screen. So yeah, that'll be nice to see. That conversation. But Cross goes to the Ashford. He goes back to Ashford after he got the intel from the guy. It worked. Was that kind of weird to you?
Him going to get this study session to where it felt like Alex from Final Destination. It's just like, oh, they're dying in the order they would have died if they stayed on the plane.
Not that one, but
The
this
other cop that got killed.
yeah, the cop that got killed who came to him in the locker room. Told him, I'm a big fan of your work. He was like, I know I probably won't do that in the locker room, but I said, oh yeah, I appreciate that.
I mean, look, sometimes you can't decide where you see your heroes. So if it's just like, no, I'm chill. You just never know. So he was just like, and he had intel for Alex. Now I
Mhm.
was suspicious of him at first because I was like, why are we seeing so much of him? But he was just a good cop.
Who we talking about?
The dude that gave Alex that intel that
Oh yeah,
got
yeah,
shot
yeah,
at the
yeah.
wedding.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, you get too much screen time, some about to happen to you.
You about to die or you a villain?
He got popped in the head. I said, damn. I didn't catch it the second. I said, God damn, he got his ass popped.
You should have
um,
zigzagged. Would have been good, man.
um, but yeah, Kraus, he's looking at over the pictures. And the lady tells him, who to go to, which is the professor. Um, so how did you feel about uh
I
this?
felt like I was watching Final Destination and they was figuring out who was next in line, which is exactly what they was doing.
Mhm.
When Alex wrote where people was sitting on the plane, instead you got tarot cards and you matching them up with people pictures. Like it was cool, but then I was just like, it just felt like something I had seen before in a horror movie.
I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. So if somebody did it, it's done it. Was it executed well? That's the most important
The
part.
horror movie it reminded me of overshadowed the scene. So
Mm.
it was just, I was like, oh, Final Destination, okay. Not that it's a bad thing, but it was just okay. Like, how did you feel about it? Were you just like, oh, okay, Cross doing his thing, he got the puzzles up, people pictures?
I believe it kind of gives you I mean, it gives you the background, but it also allows you to kind of go into their heritage and kind of like in Santeria and just how they practice these different things and the different stories that they believe in and how I didn't know don't know if this was a real story, but the legend of this story and just using it to apply to your life. But what I really got from it was just how cold she was, because it was saying how many different bodies she had to catch in order for this to be a complete thing, and it was like 10 people, and she and I already had five bodies. So I was like, man, Luce out here going ham on these niggas, and they were saying she was killing them sparingly, but now she said she done turned up the heat. She knocked out three niggas back to back, three niggas back to back.
How does she keep getting away from police? They
Well,
worse than Woodsboro.
so technically, those first few times, it was just they didn't know what to expect type shit. Now, that girl just the bitch just cold. The motherfucker just
Jason, she was
cold.
cold the whole time, man. No, like she's Jane from Paradise. Like
But
you
but
gotta
but
put them down old yellow style. Like,
but
nah.
with them, but you gotta think about it. When it in the beginning, they didn't know who they was looking for. Now they know exactly who they looking for. She
And
just in
she's
their
still
face
getting
playing
away.
playing.
Right. She is playing in y'all face.
I'm
The
not
way
mad.
that
I'm not mad at that though. I like it because it really ups the stakes within the story.
the fact that she was one of the strippers at the bachelor party and then was a dancer at the wedding. Listen, my husband better not ever, because that's crazy.
What? What's about what?
Your stripper from the night of your bachelor party should not be performing at our wedding. That should not be a woman you ever see again.
But she wasn't dancing with him. She was just at the
Jason,
party.
Jason, Jason.
You
I
know,
know good and well. Nah, because if your wife, she's at her bachelorette party, got strippers and all, and he walking around your wedding serving drinks.
what we talking
And
about? We talking about Loose?
yes, Luce was at the
Jay,
bachelor party.
but I'm saying they don't remember that. They don't even know she was there. They didn't know she was there.
Obviously. But no, I'm pretty sure they know that she was a dancer that night before. I'm pretty sure half them chicks that was dancers was the ones that was performing at the wedding.
Man, I don't. Man, it's a possibility. It's a possibility.
But
I'm not gonna say this.
I will say this episode had a lot of culture in it.
Hmm.
So, like, I mean, honestly, this entire season, if we be honest, like
Yeah.
just different type of cultures, and so I like how they've definitely been able to intertwine that. But
Hmm.
that wedding,
Hmm.
homeboy knew. He knew he was like, man, I might die today.
Cross told he said, so I got something to, Helvik and he's, you know what, you know the names. So your Cody's five of them dead and five of them alive. I'm just telling you, she killing everybody on the list, and you next. Well, however you want to go about it is how you want to go about it. And Stu gaslight him like a motherfucker. Hey man, don't worry about it. It's cool. I promise. We good. We gonna have it taken care of. Nobody gonna mess up your day. You good, bruh.
He got his throat slashed in front of his wife.
Man, that shit was crazy because he was over there just dancing his ass. Kick.
Right. Homegirl felt, oh, what's this?
Then she gonna,
Splat blood.
but but this how cold she is, bro.
Yeah.
She slit
She
this
ain't run
nigga.
off.
She slit this nigga throat and then sat there to proceed to ask for help while cutting his fingers off.
In front of your wedding party and family. Jason, how did she get that off? Yo, look, none of his friends fuck with him for real.
Nah,
Because
nah.
how you at my wedding, cut my throat and you cut my fingers off and ain't nobody grab you? But they was shooting as well.
That's what I.
So
That's how they were able to really
so
get
they
her
was
free.
probably just like, well, he's dead. So let me go ahead and duck. I don't know what sis is doing over him. But I think Matthew Lillard's character recognized her when she looked him in the face.
Eventually, yeah, he eventually caught on. He was
He
like,
was like,
he was
I was
just
smacking that ass last night. That's what he said. That's what his face said.
he
You
was
a
just
freaky frog,
and he
man.
was just chilling there, just like ah ah.
Ain't nothing he could do, Jason.
Hey, shit, nothing, nothing. And then his little security detail, swear they gangster
They trash. But he had a nice suit. That's crazy. They kill your husband on your wedding day.
in the Easter suit.
mm. Ooh,
Uh, but yeah, no, that was pretty cold. And then like I said, he got to shooting everybody at the party, so they kind of got her free to run away from there. But this definitely has been my favorite episode this season. Besides when the first time they ran into her, the guy had to unalive himself. That's the only other one. I feel like them two episodes there have been the most well put together. Like I feel like from beginning to end, I was just like at the edge of my seat, like, bro, what's for to happen, dog? What's for to happen? I got to the end, I was like, 'cause the way she did it, it was just so they were just doing figure eights just around. I was like, bro, this is a cold sequence. Like this has been dope, like in like a just like a horror movie type.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I need some gangster horror movies like this where they doing some figure eights and shit.
I had a feeling when they were dancing around him, I was just like,
It's over with for you, buddy.
yeah, you're out of here.
It's
You're
what's
not
so
getting to your honeymoon,
the
player.
other thing that was so dope about it when she slid him, the blood splat on her and on her dress, and she was like, "Man, what the you just see him going down." I was like, "Oh, this nigga's over with." Um,
Mm.
but it was also fucked up. So they finally put a name to it. They said it's a child enslavement ring that they doing, and for some fucking reason, he's the one that came up with it. And you just see the 10 different people in this group that have been funding it and keeping it going and keep any kind of any heat off them, just all the money that they made.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But Matthew was like, look, we're trying to save the world, even if it's on the backs of kids.
Which that nigga he playing a real slime ball in
Oh
this
yeah.
show.
Oh yeah. And I do like how when Cross was with his team, his chief was just like, because they was doing a breakdown, it was just like when they tried to hire women, because women get 80% on the dollar compared to men,
Hmm.
and how much money they were able to rack in with hiring all women. And then it was just like, then they decided to do kids, to where it's just like you see how, because I mean, yes, women do get 80%, which is bullshit. But like how nasty these organizations be moving. And that's why I'm a big advocate of protect yourself. Do not get these organizations, these companies, your blood, sweat, and tears because they will replace you immediately. And they do not care about you. So take that PTO.
Please, please call out. Shit, leave work early. Fuck them people.
Listen,
They don't
take
give
a
a
nap
damn about
on
you.
the top on the clock.
If you can, eat on
If
that
yeah,
motherfucker. Steal company. Look, I don't got it. I don't want to be the one to tell you.
we at war. And the tariffs are very crazy and increasing stuff. Like, yo.
Um, but yeah, so it's only like three people left. Two people left. Outside of his security detail and Matthew's character. And I just want to give a big shout out to Matthew, bro. He's going to have a great 2026. Guys, Five Nights at Freddy's came out last year. He's in Scream 7. Yes, at this point, spoiler alert if you hadn't seen it.
Shocker.
He's in here. He's in that Carrie reboot series as well.
Is he with
Um,
Mike series?
and he's in Daredevil. So he's cooking. He's cooking. He has a lot of roles, and they're giving him material. So it's not just a fly by night type situation. It's real material that they're giving him, and he's really showing that range to be again 30 years ago. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk?
What you
Not I.
mean?
I wouldn't.
Really?
You've seen him a lot. You be watching a lot of stuff he in
He was, of course, screaming, and he was in this movie called Hackers that I
Scooby
thought
Doo.
was really good.
Oh, my bad.
Scooby Doo, and then he was in another movie.
Scooby Doo
Yeah.
too.
No, it wasn't that one. I like Matthew Leonard, but
I do too.
yeah,
I just never seen him in nothing besides Scooby Doo.
he got some stuff out there, but definitely deserves the respect because he is very talented. So Quentin Tarantino, you got to stop hating my guy.
Please.
Go get you some toes in your mouth. He's a toe guy. We
I
all know
know.
that.
So with this season, how you feeling so far with 2 episodes left? Was this the turn up that you was looking for, or this still wasn't quite it?
It it started out high for me, but then it started trickling down. And I don't know if that's because Paradise has my heart more. Because I was excited like where this storyline was going, but now I'm like, all right, okay. Like I'm not at the edge of my seat. But it seems like you have been at the edge of your seat, so
I
that's
have
good.
been.
I
I
mean, I
have
don't hate
been.
the season, but it's just like,
Not the edge of the seat.
okay.
That's something I'm gonna try to get a rewatch from the beginning, season one to the end, just to see if there was a huge shift in it. But yeah, I'm locked in, man. That shit had me on the edge of my seat. I'm like them solving the case, and it was just in my mind, it's like this probably too much for a horror movie. But I was like, this would be a dope premise for like, maybe not probably it can't be that intricate like they doing all this. Well, then again, shit, you probably could, but I think as in a horror movie, it'd be a dope premise, dope motive, and everything. Well, I can actually you can because if anything, you want to have a motive, you can kind of be like, okay, I can see why you did this.
I
Typically,
mean,
you just like, man, all right, bro, you should have got some therapy or something, my nigga. Like, come on, dog, it wasn't worth all that. But like this one, I'm like,
I feel
go,
I'm like a solid thriller to
yeah.
where you trying to like follow somebody, and it's I feel like there are thrillers similar,
Hmm.
but not exactly like this.
Hmm.
So I love those kind of thrillers to where you're following cops trying to solve something like Seven
Hmm.
or like Along Came a Spider, um, Twisted. I can throw thrillers out all day long from the early 2000s, but nah, yeah, that's a dope idea because Along Came a Spider was still Alex Cross, so that was his stuff anyway. But 2 episodes left. Do you have any predictions with 2 episodes left?
Only one that I really have is I mentioned to you was possibly the gun that Kayla was trying to get put away or get hidden was was the gun that killed Cross' wife. Possibly. That's my only bold take within that. With Luce trying to kill Cross, I think he man, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to seeing if he take her in at the end. I definitely think he will with Kayla being on the job, or Kayla might kill her.
I don't see Luce surviving.
Yeah, she kind of wild. She
I mean,
wild. What about Lance? You think he gonna get popped or go to jail?
Lance.
Matthew Lillard's character.
Oh, he gotta die. He's gotta die. But then if he doesn't, that just seems so on par. The people that's at the top of those big organizations getting away with all of the shit that they've done. But I don't want that to be a reality in this series. But it's just
because it's a TV show. So is there a world where Fanboy and Matthew Lillard work together?
That could be interesting because you could possibly
make Cross
reintroduce.
Batman. Oh,
what?
I said make Cross Batman. Never mind.
This is not Blank Man, but no, to where you could reintroduce Fanboy if they lock up Lance. Because I feel like Fanboy was working with a bigger organization that we never knew who it was. Matthew Lillard's character is one of the biggest, richest people in the world in this series. So that wouldn't be too far-fetched. But if you do it that way, then they probably won't kill him.
I think Caleb Boss probably worked for him because he was like on some defensive type shit. But I also think him being bitched out by Kayla is the reason he was even acting the way he was towards Cross.
He was projecting.
Yeah, misplaced anger. Upset at how she played him.
It's like, sir, you kind of asked for that. Don't be mad at that black man. Now, was it careless what Cross did? Yes. Could have got him killed. But I'm not about to fire him off this case when we have gotten so far with him on it. So,
yeah.
He's supposed to be making better judgment than that if he's supposed to be somebody boss, but he wrote it that way, right?
He did. But I appreciate it though. You gotta have that conflict, and sometimes people can again overplay their hand. But I also think they got everything under control, and it's like you really don't got shit under control. Somebody else is controlling the strings, my boy.
You're a puppet.
In a larger system.
Yeah. We're all in the Matrix for real.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, man. Did you have anything else with that episode?
Nah, I think we covered all the stuff I wanted to speak on.
Got you, man. But this is again our side quest review. Just part of our section. We just try to tap into a TV show that we've been enjoying or watching. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, let us know. Again, we do have queued up as requested. That's where not a customer, a fan can request not a TV show, a movie to be watched, and we can review it. An unfiltered, straight to business, busting it down. Check out our I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, came out Friday. That was requested by Anthony, so please enjoy that. Again, this is the What's a Good Though podcast about movies, TV shows, and side quests. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And until next time,
cheers. I was gonna do the hand thing, but I was just like, I got cheese in my hands, so I was like, nah.